So I'm guessing we are now back up at it. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Drawing with Mr. Sepulveda. I'm Mr. Sepulveda, and today I'm going to continue where I left off with my last episode, and that is to complete the draw jar. I'm planning on going in here and sketching out any and all of my student art requests that I have remaining in this jar before I receive my new students from this upcoming school year. And so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and start opening this, but let me go ahead and just kind of talk to you about the ones that I have here, the ones that I have done from I guess in the last episode. Some of my favorite ones that we had were like dogs with spots, so that's my little Dalmatian dude over here on this corner. Him I like a lot. I like this Aquaman a lot. Of course, self-portrait's probably one of the better ones too, Cat Astronaut. But I'm going to need your help to kind of decide which of these sketches that I have here that I'm going to ultimately render in another episode, okay? So just kind of keep those in mind. So those are the 16 that I've got, and it's going to be time to start opening up this jar. So let's just kind of open that guy up. And let's see what we've got to draw for right now. So let's see. Put that guy back up top. We've got... I've got to draw a Hulkbuster. So I'm guessing it's like the Hulkbuster armor. So we'll see what that looks like. I'm going to go ahead and pull up some reference right next to myself. So let's do that real quick. Hulkbuster. Let's see. I've never attempted this one before. I've attempted Iron Man, but Iron Man, for me, doesn't always turn out all right. But, you know, I guess, it's tough to draw like mechs for me, I think. I think that's one of my weaknesses, I would totally say. So let's go ahead. I've got a reference pulled up on the side. Try not to shove it off onto the screen or anything. So let's see what we got here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to not clear this off, but I do need to just kind of hide that layer for right now so we can kind of get started on the sketch. Hope you're all doing okay. Hopefully you're having a great summer. Especially if you're a student of mine, hopefully you're enjoying it and getting ready for middle school or the next grade level that you're moving to. So we'll kind of see what we got here, okay? So I'm going to kind of start off small. I don't know how big I'm going to make most of these. The other ones, I didn't even know I was going to get through 16. My goal last time was to get through all of them, but did kind of run out of time when it came to those. But let's kind of see. Hulkbuster, he's going to have a small head, but kind of like a bigger frame, I guess. So we're going to kind of put these in here. And none of these are going to be like completed works of art, right? These are just going to legitimately be sketches because that's the intent is to kind of keep them as sketches and then hopefully have you guys, right, my viewers kind of determine which ones I'm going to fully render out into a complete art piece. So I just want to try to get through some of these. For the most part, if I can move quick, right, because I've got maybe roughly an hour. If I can move quick enough, I would love to be able to knock out the remaining suggestions. And I didn't check, I didn't count them, but I want to say there's got to be at minimum less than 10. So that kind of gives us enough of a time frame to kind of work with. I'm not sure if these things are really in there, but I'm just going to kind of put them in there like they are. See, this Hulkbuster is going to have a big shoulder piece. I'm going to go ahead and draw like the big shoulders. I don't know if any of you guys are really good at mech drawings. Totally not a mech expert, but this is kind of the one that we're working on for right now, right? So our current suggestion is a Hulkbuster. So let's see what we got with this thing. Big Marvel fan. And I think that's kind of why I like my As First Chronicle series that I created with my group from this year. Because it's going to have like almost like a Marvel Endgame level event, right? So kind of looking forward to seeing what happens with that story. I want to keep it. I want to continue it. I know a lot of my students want me to keep it. because you know they've poured their hearts and souls into kind of creating a character. And I've been redrawing all those characters, putting them in the stories, and making sure they get it. Because because you know they're the ones that created the characters, and I'm just trying to make them fit a story for the most part. But ultimately, pretty good stuff. Let's see. He's got like a lot of gears and things inside of his arms, so I'm just gonna kind of do one of these just to kind of make it look like it's robotic pieces. Just trying to be attached, almost like piping, right? Kind of screwed in there. We'll kind of put like a big old fist over here that also happens to have like, I guess, some guns on top. So we'll just kind of represent the guns quickly in the sketch by doing them sort of like this. Sort of like this. Let's see where we go with this stuff. Not entirely sure. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Put another gun on that side. Or what would be a gun, I guess. And then we can kind of put thumb. I guess this is where the hand would turn. Running out of space here, so let's kind of shrink them down. Okay, so we got them right here. Maybe put the hand back. Put that into a fist of some sort. Let's see. There we go. There's a hand. I don't know if we want one open or not, but we can kind of just... I guess we could have this one maybe doing something a little bit different. Maybe we'll bend it at this side. So let's see. Well, I guess I'll just delete it and then just start again, I guess. So yeah, we can kind of have an arm over here. Maybe a joint, because I don't know what the back part, I don't know what that elbow part looks like. But I do know like this part is pretty wide. Alright, clean up some of that as I go. And then this can kind of give us a nice fist area, or fisted area right over here. So kind of put these guys in. Well, I guess this would be, I guess the pinky would be a little bit more inside, right? So let's do that from this angle. And if I'm going to do it like this, that thumb's got to come up a little bit more. There we go. Put that in just like that. I think we're looking all right. Let's see. Something like that. And then we can go ahead and put in that little blaster, that little gun on that side. And then I think the major part here is just trying to make sure this right here is like that Iron Man Hulkbuster head, which is really wide. So we'll just have to like really widen it. I don't even know if I can really draw one, but we're going to find out here. You're going to find out with me. Again, mechs aren't my strong suit. You give me like a anime or a cartoon, I can normally feel like I'm successful with it, but I'll kind of do this. It's been a hot minute since I've done like superhero art. Let's see. See, when I started this channel, it was all about just kind of documenting my journey, trying to see how much I can grow, right? And then with this, with the draw jar sketches, I feel like I get a lot of these opportunities to just quickly do them, and just kind of quickly kind of get that opportunity to grow and challenge myself. So it's kind of what I love about it. I'll definitely continue it into this upcoming school year. So we'll kind of see, I guess, what kind of ideas this batch of students is going to create for me. I know this past year we had a lot of animal lovers. We had a lot of dogs. Dogs dancing, dogs going crazy, that sort of thing, which I thought was pretty interesting. It kind of gave me a little insight on my kids. Had a few cow drawings, right? Not even just like the one that we did in the last episode, but the cow drawing of like a blueberry cow. So I thought that was kind of cool. There's also a strawberry cow, if I'm not mistaken. So I got 2 sets of cows in here in the straw jar set alone, I think. But yeah, so I'm not really good with the Hulkbuster, but there it is, I guess. It's not looking great. Yeah, not at all. And again, I'm just trying to quickly move through these for the most part, just because I know I've got a lot left, or at least fewer than 10 left that I really want to get to. Um, and since this one's a really tough one, I'm just going to kind of let it be like that, and we'll shove Hulkbuster, or quote unquote Hulkbuster, down there in the bottom corner, and then we'll go ahead and get ready for our next suggestion. So let's see what suggestion number 2 is. Okay, big piece of paper. Let's see. So suggestion number 2 says you should make a pumpkin coming to life. So pumpkin coming to life is our next suggestion. So let's go ahead and do that. That might be a fun one. So pumpkin coming to life. I'm going to change colors on this one. I'm thinking if this is a pumpkin coming to life, we'll need pumpkin shape of some sort. So just kind of put something in like this, because this will give me like a nice generic pumpkin shape. So here's that little stocky piece, right? Put the back part, just kind of make it look like it's going to be 3-dimensional if I were to do it like that. If he's coming to life, I think I could either have like some vines, or just trying to move it, or it could kind of be almost like sprouting out some hands, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Let's kind of mess with this. Let's see if I twist some vines together. Just kind of knot this around a little bit. We could potentially have, let's say it's kind of coming forward, right? So let's say got a hand kind of coming forward like this. Give it a thumb, or thumb-like shape. Got a pinky kind of coming out. Ring finger. Middle finger. So let's just say this index finger is kind of coming out this way. There it is. That's looking pretty cool looking. So the only thing I would have to do, one, besides clean it up, I mean, it is a sketch, but it's all good. Let's say this is the shape of the hand for this pumpkin coming alive. And all I could think of is like jack-o'-lantern. But let's see what we got here. We'll give it kind of that jack-o'-lantern look. That's the one thought that's coming to my mind for something that's alive. Besides that, I think the other one that kind of comes to mind is the Jester, from the S-Verse Chronicles series that I've got going on, that Kalen created as an OC that I ended up using. That's what this guy kind of reminds me of. So let's see. So if these are vines kind of coming across, right? Let's make the vines kind of intertwine, I guess, to kind of create this this hand, right? So let's say that thumb is a vine. I'll just kind of curve these all the way across this way. Put a vine coming upward, right? We can even kind of put a twist on it. Let's say that's what it looks like. Almost like a candy cane, I guess. Kind of draw a few underneath. Gonna clean that up a little bit. There we go. that should more or less start to like do it, right? I think this would be a pumpkin coming alive thing. Put some blades of grass, right? It's in a pumpkin patch, is what I'm thinking, right? So let's kind of show some of that off. Just kind of rip off some pieces off the ground, or off the, not off the ground, off the pumpkin, to kind of show that he's on the ground, because we got these blades of grass. Maybe some little circles to kind of put on the ground. It could be like dirt or bugs or whatever. And then, because this is like a little, I guess to me this is more magical, right? I'm thinking what I could do for this is just kind of put in some like little stars over here to kind of show like, hey, he's starting to move. There we go. So we'll get him to move a little bit. And he's kind of like rumbling and coming through this entire thing. And if I put a little bit more of a shadow over here, I think we're okay. Alright, cool. So there's number 2, pumpkin coming to life. I'm going to show him over here. It's not too bad. Hulkbuster. It was the first one we had. Doesn't look like the Hulkbuster, but that's alright. I'm okay with that. The second one was pumpkin coming to life. Let's see. Third suggestion. Also a big piece of paper. Let's see what we got here. This one's like really wrapped up. This one says, draw the Bills logo. Okay, so I've got to draw the football team, right? The Bills logo for this next one. So let's kind of go ahead and do that. Gonna look up what that logo looks like. So let's pull one up. Let's pull up a reference. Dun, 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 dun. Hopefully you're all doing all right. Let's see. Okay, so I've pulled up a reference. Let's see what he's gonna look like. All right. All right, so this one doesn't look like it'd be terrible. It doesn't look like it'd be too bad. So let's just kind of pull it. Dun, dun, dun. There it is. Okay. So Bill's logo. Let's see what you look like, dude. It starts off with like this rectangle shape. There we go. So putting in this rectangular shape. And it looks like the rectangular shape kind of curls back here. So we're just going to curl that. There it is. Let's see. It's got a lot of white to it. At least on this picture it does. Like a kind of like that sticker feel, right? The little outline. So let's see. It's got something like this. So for all you Bills fans, hopefully I do this justice. Let's see. So it starts off like this. Then I guess the head of this buffalo is right here. Yeah, I think that's where it is. And then it kind of has like it's 1, 2, 3. Comes down. Okay. So I think I got to make that wider. That's what it is. Let's make this one wider so it comes off 1, 2, 3. Swoops for 2. And then it kind of comes down. So this part right here is not long enough. It's got to come even further out. There it is. Okay. I mean, I could have shrunk up everything else, but, you know, that's all good. We'll figure that one out later. So it's not a big deal. Let's see. So this would be that thing in red, that stripe in red. I'm going to color that in. There it is. And then from his head, he's got 2 of these. Oop, made my pencil a little too big. That's okay. It looks like it kind of, for the most part, goes flat. Then we've got the leg over here. Kind of does one of these things. Comes out to the knee. Swoops. It's got a point over there. Comes across. I think this part by the head probably needs to be shrunken up a little bit. So I'm just going to kind of move that in there a little gently. Let's see. Maybe to about there. That wouldn't be too bad. There it is. Okay. So we'll do one of those. Here comes the back one. Here comes the hoof on that side. And it looks like because of the white sticker piece to it, looks like that part of the leg gets cut off too. So let me just kind of make this as if it were a sticker. Oh, hold on. Let me select this part of it. My bad. And move it so I can pretend to put like that outline of a sticker right across. So let's see. So this will be right here. Looks like this is coming this way. This should have actually been more on an angle. Didn't even realize that. So more of an angle. So this will go on an angle. This will follow this. Goes across. There it is. Think I'm getting there. Think we're almost there. Let's see, this can kind of go, not super smooth, but it kind of comes like this. He's got a leg up front that's coming this way. And then it kind of curls in. So then we can follow that with this little sticker outline. And then he's got another one kind of behind it. So we'll do that. We'll pull this across. There we go. And then where I was before was with the back leg, right? So we'll just put that back leg over here. We'll angle that guy. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is it. That's the Buffalo Bills logo. And I'll just put on Bills with an exclamation point. There it is. Okay. So that was suggestion number 3. We're going to shrink this one up. It's been, what, almost 20 minutes, I think. So I need to start speeding things up just a little bit more. So let's keep going. Let's keep pushing through. And I think there's only, actually, I say speed things up, but there's only 3 left, I think. Yeah, so let's see. Next suggestion. Next suggestion is girl on a skateboard. That's our next suggestion, our next art prompt. So this one shouldn't be too bad. And I think I say that for like each and every one of these is, hey, it shouldn't be that bad. But let's find out. So girl on a skateboard. Let's see. I'm just looking up a reference of a actual person on a skateboard because I think it'll make my life just a little easier. And I think we got one. I think we got a winner. So let's get ready to draw this picture. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. All right, cool. So let's get this one going. Girl on a skateboard. I think I'll make her in green. So let's see. We'll start off by probably trying to figure out this pose, right? Pose is important. So let's say, or actually, you know what? Let's start from the skateboard. So the skateboard's kind of like this, right? Skateboard. Got the axle over here. Thinking this is going to look more blocky on this perspective, or at least on this angle, right? of do the same thing to this one, except really round it out behind. There it is. Okay. Then we got to put in this guy, just like that, and almost mimic right across on here. So maybe just kind of make it look like it's bigger. So we'll kind of show this back part of the wheel. Kind of like boxier looking, right? I might actually, because of the reference I'm using, I might actually just change what the other side looks like. Because I feel like this is not as big. So let's make you just a little bigger. Kind of move it right around here, I guess. I don't know if that's accurate, but we'll kind of manipulate as we go on the sketch. Again, I think I've only got like 3 left. I thought there was a little bit more. I knew I was under 10, but we literally only did 3, so if there's only 6 in there, it might be weird. Let's see, what could we put as a design? I will think of the design after. So let's put the person's hand right here, because this is where their hand is. Elbow, shoulder. Their foot's back here. You can't see it, but they've got their knee over here. They've got the, can't see this side either, knee over here somewhere. And then it looks like their butt and everything's kind of going backwards. They're kind of sideways like this, with their head somewhere around there. And it looks like keeping their other hand outward as they're skating. So that's kind of cool looking. It's got a good vibe to it. I'm thinking we'll go ahead and just put in some of these parts. So this is where this person's hand is. It's right about here. Kind of throw in some fake fingers. And I think I'm going to have to zoom in a little bit more than what I've been keeping it as. So let me go ahead and clean that up. So that might help. Rest of it looks like it's going to go into a glove of some sort, like a wrist guard of some sort. So we'll kind of erase some of this. Let's see, it looks like there's like a lot of like belt looking, like Velcro straps, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. I don't skateboard, so couldn't tell you. And the picture I'm using, not the best quality, but it will do. Let's see. Yeah, because it looks like it kind of blocks off this part of her hand. And then if it's going up, let's say maybe it goes up to here, there is an elbow pad kind of on there. So let's just kind of put in a chunkier little shape here. Put this in like that. We'll give her a shoulder, like a sleeve for a shoulder. And I'm just trying to look at like some of the bigger pieces, right? Because again, I'm not rendering any of these unless unless you guys really want me to render some of them. I think some of the sketches are alright. Some of them could be better, right? But you know, kind of comes with the territory of how familiar are you with this, and then how much time are you spending on it. I can clearly knock out a dog, right, without an issue. Had a lot of those. Let's say we see the foot over here, or at least the bottom of the shoe. You don't see it in the reference, but I'm going to put that in there, and then maybe make the pants look a little bit bulkier. But yeah. So certain things I can draw pretty easily, and then certain things I'm just like, nope, never drawn that before, have no idea. But yeah, it's kind of weird. Some of the ones that some of the suggestions that I get for the draw jar, where I'm like, I've never attempted that, and I have no idea if that's going to look any good. So I always feel bad when they don't turn out all right. But It's good practice. Honestly, it is. Let's say we do the same thing. I'm gonna twist this person's leg around a little bit so I can get this over here. I don't know if I'd see this shoe. We might, which means I might have to re-angle that. It's not in the reference. Like the foot's completely cut off in the reference, but I kind of want it there just to kind of, verify. Like, hey, this is, a whole thing. So you're putting in a strap. We'll put in. Let's make this a loose shirt. Yeah. So we'll kind of let this shirt flow that way. Or maybe it flows up. Put the rest of the pants that way. Kind of like some clothing folds over there. There it is. Give her another short sleeve on this side. Let's see, arm could be coming from here. And I think the elbow pad, because it's got like a lot to it, we'll just make sure that the back part of that elbow pad's a lot bigger than the actual elbow that I'm sketching out here. And maybe, just maybe, let's see, what do I want to do with her hand? Do we want to, because I guess we could always put it into a fist, but we just did a fist. Oh, you know what? Why not do like, since we had like a Hulkbuster armor, why not do like a Spider-Man thwip kind of thing? So just kind of do it like this, because we know Miles Morales can skateboard. Kind of shrink that one down. There it is. There we go. I say shrink it down, but then here I am like making it just a little bit longer. There we go. So this girl is kind of like a Spider-Man, I guess. There we go. So let's see what we got with this. Because there's a lot of stuff going on inside this face. Let's give her, well, one, hair's got to be stinking crazy going across her face. Like maybe underneath her helmet. And it might just be kind of going across that way. I don't know. Let's see, and then let's say this is the helmet. Yeah. There's the helmet. Strap. I'm going to clean up the face over here a little bit. And I know some of it is not going to make sense, just because it's kind of my sketch. But hopefully some of it does. So there we go. Kind of give her some eyes over here. Give her a smile. Ear on that side. Eyebrows. Eyes going that way. Kind of put these in here. But yeah. Let's see, what else can we do with her? I think we could clean this up just a little bit more. Let's see, we're about 30 minutes into this, I believe. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no clue of how long I've been doing this. But let's say we're roughly 30 minutes in, which means I'm still pretty good on time here. Because I've only have about an hour, so I've got about 30 minutes left. And then, I don't know, I guess I can give her a star. for a t-shirt. I think that ought to be all right. And then I don't know, what would you put for a skateboard symbol? I don't know. I'll just do it like that. And there you have it. There's girl on a skateboard. Kind of keep her right around there. Excuse me. All right, so we got 2 left. Let's see what the last 2 ideas are in here. But yeah, I'm really curious. We've got a rat with really long whiskers. Okay, rat with really long whiskers it is. I won't even look one of these up. We're going to find out if I even know what this looks like. So, you know me in cartoons. I could do this. Let's see. I'm going to go back to dark blue. So let's see. So this is going to start off with my face for my rat. This will be the nose for my rat. It's kind of the same way I started off Lucario, I think. We'll kind of give him big ear, other big ear, give him a nose over here. I'm going to start cleaning up some of this. Can't remember how clean I left the in the other episode. I can't remember how clean I left my line work, which is weird because I got them all right there. But I'm just gonna kind of clean them as I go a little bit. I don't want to spend forever on these. I only want to spend time on the ones that you guys think should honestly be rendered, or like rendered enough. Let's kind of go ahead and ignore that. Kind of do those. I think I've been liking these types of eyes where it looks kind of cutesy with a little bit of a piece missing and a little dot. I think we did that a couple times in that last episode. Let's see, let's kind of do that. We'll darken up his nose. Maybe put a little highlight on his nose. And we said really long whiskers. So I hope you're ready. Really long whiskers. I think that if that's not long whiskers, then I really don't know what is. So let me kind of shrink this up a little bit because I'm going to run out of space. So we'll go ahead and shrink it just a tad, just a smidge. Okay. And we've got another whisker over here. Whoops. Really long whiskers. All right, there we go. I'm just gonna kind of finish this part off for the ear. I don't know if I want the ears looking like that or make them a little bit more interesting like that. I don't know. I don't even know if that's very interesting. We'll kind of stick with it. we'll stick with it. When all else fails, just do it. Alright, so rat with really long whisker. Alright, so I'm looking back at that draw jar, and it looks like there's another one in there. So I guess there's 2 more. Alright, cool. So again, miscounting here. That's why I don't teach math. So we'll put the rat right next to this guy just because this is the order that I'm doing it in. Alright, so there's 2 left. What do we got? What do we got? We got one that's really tight. Let's see. What is it? Looks long. Please draw an old man that has a box of crayons and the stroller he's pushing around. Alright, old man pushing stroller. Alright, let's do this. So I'm going to do this. Oh man, this is a fun one. Old man pushing stroller. And he's got a box of crayons, right? Is that what it said? Old man that has a box of crayons in the stroller that he's pushing. So how do I show old man and stroller with box of crayons? No clue. Let's see. I'm going to make this very cartoony, so bear with me. So we'll do this first. Little mustache man. We shall put little bits of hair on the side. That's looking bad already, I know it. We'll give him a little bit of a neck. Some wrinkles. Give him some eyebrows. He's happy, you know. He's going about his business. I'm gonna try to make this as happy as possible. So here's here's his trapezius muscles going into his shoulders. So his shoulders can go like this. Let's go. I feel like he's old. I feel like he might get cold, so we'll give him long sleeves. We'll give him some long sleeves there. Do that. Put his hand right here, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a baby, so don't have children myself. So I'm not gonna be 100% sure on the stroller, but I'm hoping this is what a stroller looks like. Although this is gonna look like a lawnmower. Never mind. Oh man. Okay. We can't do that. We can't do that to this person. Let's go with an actual stroller. What does a stroller look like? Oh man. There's a stroller wagon and a stroller fan, guys. Those are options that pop up. Oh jeez. Okay. That's a stroller. Okay, I found a stroller. Okay. So let me just keep going with this guy first. Alright, so old man, he's walking, so we gotta put a foot forward, foot back, right? So there it is. He's just looking happy, guys. Just happy old man. Because he didn't say like old geezer or guy with a walker or anything, no. He just told me old man, so I guess he's old. Especially to like my students. I don't even know what old would look like for them. But like what age is old? Because what they think might be old, I might just be like, oh, that's pretty young. So we'll kind of see what that looks like. So I was kind of right on this part. It's kind of like a lawnmower in a sense. But there's like a line here with a basket, and I think that's the part where I could put the crayon in. I think. Because the rest of it doesn't make a heck of a lot of sense. Because this stroller looks like it kind of covers up on this side. I'm guessing it all fans out. You'll have to explain this to me because I haven't a clue. No clue. Don't have a baby. Don't have children. So so just kind of like figure out this stroller situation. Let's see. Yeah, I guess this would be the basket the baby sits in, which I guess is right over here. Not entirely sure. Hey, what's going on, Vidu? Hopefully you're doing all right. Hopefully you're doing good. We've got old man suggestion that has a box of crayons inside of a stroller. That's what I'm doing right now, Vidu. But hopefully you're having a good summer. Hopefully you're enjoying it. And hopefully you're excited for school coming up. I go back, in just a few short days actually for myself. So yeah. Let's see, box of crayons. How do I guess I could just put the crayon box right over here. So we could just say crayon. Oh, I guess I'm not going to be able to fit that in there, am I? If I put down Crayola, maybe? I don't know. Or just kind of have it open and just kind of show some crayons. Although I guess they look like buildings of some sort. You missed 5th grade? Yeah, no. Absolutely. It was a good year. It was a great year. And I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you missed it. Middle school could be fun, not gonna lie. I enjoyed teaching middle school. Um, I know I needed a personal change because I did it for so long, and I say so long, but I did it for like 6 years. But I wanted a change of pace for myself. But I think you can enjoy it. I think there's a lot more opportunities out there. And like you can sing, like you're a good singer. I feel like that'd be up your alley and stuff like that. Joining clubs and stuff would be kind of fun. But yeah, here's my old man walking, and he's got a box of crayons inside the stroller. That was the best way I could do it. That's the best way I could do that one. Let's see. I've got about 18 minutes. I think we can make this work. There's only one more left. Hope you have a great day too, man. Yeah. Let's see. Here's the last suggestion. Just double checking. Yep, there's not another one in there. This will be the end of the draw jar after this, or the draw jar for this past school year. So let's go ahead. We're going to open up this last suggestion, find out what we're drawing. I kind of ripped the paper a little bit. I don't know if you heard that, but it totally did. It says Pikachu and I'm assuming that's Zekrom. Yep, that's Zekrom. So Pikachu and Zekrom. I'm going to have to look up reference for that one. Let's see. So Pikachu shouldn't be too hard. I pretty much got like a picture in my head for him. Zekrom, not so much. Let's see. What does Zekrom look like? Oh, like big, ginormous, monstery. I got you on that one. So let's see what that looks like. There's some fake Zekroms on here apparently. Like that one's totally not Zekrom's face. Alright, I think I got one. I think. We're gonna hope it's a decent enough one. Yeah. Okay. So I'm not gonna probably draw this too small, I don't think. But Pikachu might look a little bit smaller on it, so we'll find out. Put a head in here. Put in little bits of like the underbite part. This part kind of goes up on him, goes across, kind of like flatly. Got an eye over here. It's kind of looking like Greymon or Metal Greymon. So Digimon to me right now. Let's see, we got this kind of going, recedes back a little bit. And it looks like this part. Not entirely sure how mechanically looking he is, but it looks like from this back end it's supposed to kind of connect. So let me kind of backtrack that piece. Start from the bottom. There it is. Okay. Not sure if I'm going to be doing this one justice. Not sure if I did any justice to anything here, minus the pumpkin and that mouse, but I'll let you guys be the judge. Again, going to need you to kind of decide which of these pieces gets rendered, including the new ones, which I'm going to add to that mix. In fact, I should probably just kind of piece them all together. So let's kind of do that real quick. I'll kind of shrink him up a little bit. There you go, self-portrait. You were after Sasuke. I'll kind of keep you right over there. Let me kind of dull those down a little bit so I can kind of take some of y'all. Here we go. Shrink them up. I think I gotta move them around down here. Again, gotta probably shrink them up a little bit. I might have to move Sasuke. Sorry, Sasuke. Put you next to that cow. And I do mean that in a nice way. Not, not trying to be demeaning or anything. It's literally a cute cow. Put you right there. I'll move this cat over a little bit. It's like a make way for this guy again. Oh my gosh. There we go. This little dude could probably move. Probably down here. I don't know if he'll get lost if I do. Yeah, let's do this. Let me move him up. Let me move this guy down. There we go. Bill's logo and the skater can probably fit underneath the tree. Whoops. Fit underneath the tree, kind of like for Christmas or something. Here you go. There we go. Mousy with the long whiskers. You probably have room by the sneakers. There it is. Old man strolling with a box of crayons. Probably go next to that skater. Alright. There it is. Right? So we'll kind of put all those up for right now. But yeah, Zekrom is the one that we're doing at this current moment. For anyone that's just coming in. So yeah. So let's see. So he's kind of, I don't know, he looks difficult. Let's put it that way. Let's see. You think I'd be out of practice at this point? Let's see. First time drawing Zekrom. I don't usually draw legendaries. I'm not a legendary Pokemon like fan, I guess. Just really never been. I would never add them onto a team or anything. I don't know if anyone else has rules like that. Like, no, sorry, can't do a legendary. It's breaking rules. But I think, I don't know, they kind of give it to you in like Sword and Shield and stuff like that. So let's see, put some arms over here. Put this out here. This is part of his shoulder, I guess. Yeah, part of his shoulder. Put his arm out there. This is the last piece, so I figure why not just let it kind of eat up the space over here. See, it'll kind of go up on this side. And it looks like he's got a little bit part of this belly that's a little bit darker. Kind of push that in there. Give him his almost bicep piece over here. Won't see it over here on this right side. It's funny because we had a few Pokemon ones because I guess there was Gengar, right? So now we have Zekrom. And oh, and I forgot the Pikachu piece, right? So we got to add that Pikachu piece in. I've got like 9 minutes. Very confident here. We'll definitely get him in. Or at least his head in, I think we'll get. But yeah, so Pikachu, right? So we'll do him real quick over here. Pikachu's got like little beady eyes. He's got a little triangle nose. He's got kind of like a cat mouth. Like if you're like look at this. Like if I did this, it'd be another cat. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. I'll round that out. Darken this part up. We'll go a little bit, not squarish, but still semi-flat near the top end. There we go. And we shall start boxing out the bottom part of his face, because that's just kind of how he's built. Get these little cheeks in. We could put an ear this way. We gotta remember the tips are black, so we'll cover that part out. And then, might as well just put them both up. We're just gonna do it, because I got the space that way. Can I fit a whole Pikachu body? I don't know if I can. Let's attempt. Let's attempt. Put little fingers. It's kind of like happy. Let's kind of close off his face. It's looking weird. So let's say he's jumping, right? So you've probably seen this somewhere. Seen this everywhere. where he's got like his leg up and here's his butt or whatever. And his other foot's down here. Big foot's over there. So let's kind of put it this way. Boom. Yeah, there we go. And then he's got the little brown spots or whatever, or the brown little pieces right on that. Nice. Okay. So I'm just gonna not edit it completely, but just shrink them down because they're kind of like all on top of each other. All right. So, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls, creatures, monsters, and art lovers, guys, we have finished and emptied out, and there's your proof, emptied out the draw jar. Okay. Really happy about that. We got through just about everybody's suggestions. I know some of them got thrown out if there were duplicates, or if there's anything in there that was deemed inappropriate, right? So those were all taken out from the draw jar. And these were the ones that we ended up with, or the remaining suggestions. I'm going to go through them really quickly so that you can go ahead and tell me somewhere in the comments down below which one of these characters, if any, you think deserves or should be rendered in my style, right? So I'll kind of start down here in this corner, okay? So we'll start over here in this corner. We'll focus in on the cow, right? We've got the cute cow over here. We've got Sasuke as well. There was this Hulkbuster from today. That's probably not my favorite. I don't think I'd even render that. This pumpkin coming alive could be a cool, creepy Halloween thing. Cat Astronaut, probably one of my favorites on this list. We've got Will, believe Byers, right, from Stranger Things. We got Ronaldo, kind of cool looking in this form. We've got Gengar from Pokemon. We've got a Killer Panda. Killer Panda was one of them. Stitch. Stitch was one of the other guys we had on here. We had a shoe, or like a sneaker. We had a mouse with really long whiskers, is what I was told to do. We have Aquaman. This one I did from like the HBO series. We've got Dustin Henderson, right? Stranger Things. Someone asked for a tree. Luigi fighting Lucario, but they're fighting buddies. A duck. We have a girl on a skateboard. Sorry, let me go this way. We have a guy with a stroller and a box of crayons. We've got the Bills. We've got probably my favorite one by far is this dog, right? Dalmatian, but the prompt was dog with black and white spots. We got myself, which always a great candidate, I think, for rendering. A weird-looking Pikachu, and then this Zekrom. So again, if there is anything on here that you think deserves to be rendered in my style, please go ahead. Let me know in the comments down below, and we'll definitely get one of those rendered at some point in the future, or some future episode for sure. Okay. Well, you guys take care. I had a great one, and I hope you guys did too. And I can't wait to get some new suggestions, new ideas for the draw jar from this new group of students. So that's my hour. You guys take care. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.